Basement Collective, thank you for watching another quick interview. We're actually at Mini Wargaming right now with Mini Wargaming Dave. Thank you for having us this weekend, Dave. It's been a blast so far. Irvin's over. We're finishing his game with Matt. Just a quick interview because he's got to run, Dave. So, you know, we like the work you've been doing. We like to see the expansion. Do you got any future plans?
For the expansions?
Or just for Mini Wargaming that you're willing to share?
Yeah, sure. I'm just finishing up. We're in the York studio right now.
The York studio.
This was done like maybe 6 weeks ago.
It's a beautiful studio.
Thank you. Thank you. And Adam did a great job painting it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun constructing it. Mm-hmm. And just literally 30 seconds ago, I finished constructing the Warzone studio.
It's looking really good.
Feel free to get shots of it after.
We'll get some. We'll do a bit of a walkthrough after.
Yeah. It's not painted yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be painted on Monday. Today's Friday, so I'm very excited about that. But in the future, starting next week, will be the Fantasy Studio, and that's the one where Steve is primarily going to be shooting his bat reps in. Mm-hmm. And so that'll be next week.
Age of Sigmar, yeah. Definitely, that's awesome. You know, we like seeing all the new content, the new videos. Is there any other plans you want to share outside of the buildings?
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to start up the Rejects again. The
Rejects.
Yeah.
That was a great campaign.
Thank you.
The pink towel did it for me. The pink towel lady.
That's Mini Girl. She painted that.
Mini Girl.
Yeah, she sent me that. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's in a bit of the future.
Yeah.
For the next month, I'm taking off and doing the studios. But
nice,
after that.
Well, I mean, it's great work. And one last question there, Dave. You know, we're starting a YouTube channel, not to make money, just as a side gig. There's lots of people who are watching this video who are interested in starting a YouTube channel, maybe in making money. What's, the one biggest tip you could give somebody who's interested in starting a YouTube channel to try and build up a following and maybe eventually even make a career of it?
I would say make consistent content. Mm-hmm. That'd be my my tip. Just
painted armies, nice stuff.
Continue making it.
Go on a schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks. Dave has to run, so we won't take up anyone's time. But thanks, Dave, for being in the interview.
Right.
Great work with Mini Wargaming. And thank you, Basement Collective, for watching another interview. Have a great day and keep on wargaming. Basement Collective, thank you for watching another interview. Actually, we're in Mini Wargaming right now. We've been here all weekend. We'll have a couple videos coming up from them. And they'll have a couple videos coming up from them as well. Yeah. So however that makes sense, it does. My speaking is right. Anyways, today actually we have Quirk with us for a quick interview there. So Quirk, thank you for the games today.
No problem. Thank you for crushing me. Or me crushing you.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you exactly what happened. Couple good games, but those videos will probably be out maybe month and a half.
Yeah, give or take.
Whenever the show, he will have a 40K segment.
I will. We haven't decided on a name for it yet, but hopefully we'll figure something out. So looking forward to that. And yeah, it'll be good.
Definitely. He's got 10 videos filmed so far.
I do.
All orcs.
90% orcs.
90%. You played one game with?
I have one game with Harlequins.
Harlequins.
Yep.
That's a bit of a change. They still have t-shirts for saves.
Yeah, if I get lucky.
If you get lucky. Yeah, but we had a couple good games today. Irvin's off playing Matt in the other studio. They're just finishing up there. Just a couple quick questions, Quirk. How long have you been with Mini Wargaming now as an employee?
I've been with Mini Wargaming now for about 2 months. Started back in May. Just kind of hired on as a content producer just to be filming War Machine, and started getting into Infinity a little bit more into 40K. Starting to really like the 40K, just the feel of it. Still a die-hard War Machine fan. Absolutely love that game. It is by far my favorite, but I am very much finding a place in my heart for 40K. I'm very much enjoying that.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't tried Infinity. Hopefully, Infinity is the one skirmish game I like. Yep. I've tried a couple others. Haven't been a big fan of it. War Machine, unfortunately, did not kick it for me, but everybody has their own preferences.
Absolutely.
We do have some players in our play group, the Basement Collective, that do have War Machine, so we'll get some battle reports sometime for that, but that's definitely cool. So what's it, coming from an outsider, what's it like working for a company where you actually, such as this, where I call it playing games. It's a job, but at the same time it's playing games. I mean, the thing is, we play and call it work now. I mean, 3 iterations, we're on the 3rd or 5th right now.
Yeah. The logo we play and call it work is very appropriate. I find pretty much coming in here every day, it doesn't feel like I'm working. It feels like I'm just kind of having to play games, enjoy my hobby. I'm very much. It's definitely a change up from some of the jobs I have worked. Which this is probably my favorite job I've ever had. I've absolutely loved getting the comments from the viewers. Just the response that I get as a general population of tabletop gamers. It's really been positive. I've enjoyed that very much. Really, just playing the game every day has been really good. Learning the rules, kind of seeing the stories behind other people and how they kind of got into it is definitely one of my favorite aspects to it. And just meeting all the new people who play the games, the different armies, the different paint schemes. So that's always been really nice.
Definitely. Well, I mean, like that would be great for me, just playing with different people, different armies every day. Do you think you'll ever get tired of playing games day in, day out?
Probably not. There has been something that's been mentioned in the opposite. It's kind of just like a little bit burnt out, where you play games so much that it gets to the point where you just feel a little bit burnt out from playing it. I haven't experienced it. I know some of the other guys who work in the office haven't experienced it. I have heard of some people getting it a little bit where it's just, you've played the same army for so much, same list so much, that you kind of get a little bit burnt out from it. And just a good way to kind of avoid that is to switch it up a little bit, try different lists. Same thing applies to just, even if it's not doing it as a hobby, just doing it or not doing it for a job, just doing it as a hobby.
Yeah, for sure.
You definitely notice that you kind of get a little bit burnt out of one army, so you play Orcs as an example.
Or a different game even.
Or even a different game, exactly. Just it's nice to see the different rule sets and just the variety of games that we have coming in here. Makes it really difficult to feel that burnout, but otherwise it's absolutely great. I have no complaints, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So what's it like working with the mini wargaming crew? Because, I mean, we see them through the videos. Now, these open vaults are really good, so hopefully you guys do more of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, coming here, you get to see the employees as they act off the camera, which is not different than they act on the camera, but seeing the interaction. So what's it like working with just basically a bunch of, it's a gamer group that work together, group of friends?
We basically are just a bunch of adults. Or kids in adult bodies. You've seen us behind the camera. We're a little bit rowdy. To be honest, what you see on the camera is pretty much how we act. Off camera, we still banter a little bit. We still argue a little bit. There's still a little bit of fun and roughhousing. Otherwise, it's absolutely great working with them. They've brought a lot of knowledge that I didn't know about the game. Chris has brought a lot of just painting tips, a lot of advice there. Wasn't a very good painter beforehand. Started getting a little bit of advice from him, learned to paint a little bit. The first tactic I ever had for playing Orcs I actually got from Steve. So just nice to have these little different aspects to it and different opinions on everything. So it's really good. Definitely
improve your game off of other people's strengths. And I know right now there's 1 or 2 people even volunteering here for the summer, and they're actually hiring right now. So if you're a web developer or a video editor that knows Photoshop, definitely go to the miniwargaming.com. You gotta live in Canada just because of custom laws, and you gotta be willing to relocate to Welland. So actually, a couple of the guys here that have worked here have done that, and I've talked to guys who've done that in the past. So definitely, if you're interested in working here, there is that availability, and go check that out. Other than that, do you have anything you want to say?
Nothing I want to say. Just a quick question for you. What actually got you into gaming?
Well, what got me into gaming is I used to play Magic the Gathering. Now, this is going to sound weird. And I had huge collections of cards. And now I'm in college, and I was in university at the time. And I just, I had this huge collection of cards I couldn't afford. So I just said, I sold it. So I sold it all for something like $14,000.
Oh, wow.
And that, so that money went to paying bills, school back, and whatnot first. And I said, then I was at the store at the same time. I saw this people playing. I'm not sure if it's Warhammer or Warmachine, something like that at the time. And then my roommate had a bit of a Warhammer army, so I started it off. And, I figured this is going to be cheaper. I was wrong. I figured this was going to be cheaper. So I picked it up, and then I just started loving the game. I like the social aspect of it the most. Which is, what made us make a YouTube channel. You get to play with people, interact with people. The social aspect is what really got me. Social aspect in Magic the Gathering, the social aspect in video games. But it's not the same as in 40K. Video games and Magic the Gathering, it's kind of give and take. I do it, you go. There's really no interaction between the other people's turns. Whereas in wargaming, it's a 4-hour commitment, a 3-hour commitment. A lot of the times you're at a friend's house, you have, whether it's a couple beers or, some drinks and some food. It's a social game, and you might not even finish the game, but you got to have one of the best games you've ever played.
Absolutely. And the thing is that I've always liked about it is that whenever you play someone you've never played before, doesn't matter if you've never met them before, didn't say anything, as soon as you both put an army down, by the time that game's done, you guys are pretty much friends.
Yeah, unless that person plays most
me.
Of the time. Not like you.
I was like, what did I do?
Quirk, I'm upset with you, man.
I'm over it.
No, but yeah, it's true. Most of the time you end up good friends. A lot of my really good friends, you think of, I met guys like, you see it on the channel, Clark, I met Taryn, all these guys I met through wargaming, and we're really good friends. But, we meet outside of the house, outside of gaming, And it's a social game.
Yep.
It's not cheap though, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
No. So if I have any advice for you, stick with one army and add stuff slowly. Don't do what I do. But yeah, so other than that, guys, thank you for watching another Basement Collective interview. I want to thank Quirk there. His last name is Quirk. His first name is Dave, but
There's two Daves in here,
two
so
Daves.
I go by Quirk.
yeah, Dave 1 gets Dave and Dave 2 gets Quirk.
Yep.
Hi, Steve. Leland. Anyways, thank you for watching another Basement Collective interview, and keep on wargaming, guys.